Zeus Interferes. In the morning the gates of the city remained locked, and down on the beach the proud ships remained propped up on their keels. It was as if the world without Hector had changed, and even the gods were resting. The sea was still, except for a tiny ripple at the edge as it softly rose and fell, breathing. Achilles looked out over the pale sea, mourning his friend. A company of men and mules searched for driftwood and logs. Tall oaks were felled, split, and dragged to the shore where Achilles stood. Patroclus's corpse was brought in procession, embalmed and sweet-smelling, and placed on the pyre. Around it offerings were laid. Double-handled jars of honey and oil, 4 horses, and 2 of the dead man's dogs were placed beside him. Then Achilles did something terrible. He sent 12 brave Trojan prisoners on the same journey and placed their bodies on the pyre. The gods sent an eager wind to kindle the fire. The billowing smoke could be seen inside of Troy. Achilles had promised to give the corpse of Hector to the dogs, and would have done so had Aphrodite not protected it with perfumed oils and hid it in a sea mist. Funeral games were held as the pall of smoke lifted up into the pale sky and reached as far as Olympus, where Apollo complained to Zeus. Achilles is getting up every morning, harnessing his chariot horses, and dragging Hector's body around the barrow they have made for Patroclus. It is shameful. Hera tried to argue that it didn't matter, that Achilles, son of a goddess, might do as he pleased, but the Thundermaker roared at her, "Not if I say he shall not." Zeus sent for Thetis. "Tell your son that if he refuses to return Hector's body to Priam, his father, he risks my fury. Remind him," Zeus muttered cruelly, "that he hasn't got much longer to live himself." Thunder rumbled throughout the mountain tops, and sheets of lightning lit up the skies as Thetis hurried away to Achilles, who was up at the water's edge throwing stones into the sea. "Achilles," she called, "it does you no honor to treat the body of noble Hector as you do." Achilles turned away angrily. "You will listen to your mother. Zeus is angry. Look over the water and see," and she pointed to the shimmering lightning. "Zeus orders you to accept a ransom from King Priam." Around the water, thunder rumbled from one side of the sky to the other. Achilles nodded and bowed his head. "Very well. If that's what I must do, let it be." He sighed and lifted his head. The lightning stopped, the thunder died away, and a soft wind blew over the sea.